Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. I'm just out at the retention pond that's near my home. I live somewhere down there. My scooter is way over there. I should have brought it over here. Oh well, I need to walk. I don't have my dog with me because I'm looking for alligators. There's just a video on YouTube from our local news media that just feel like quicksand. Somebody's been walking their dog or something. There's just a video on YouTube that somewhere down here, a guy was walking his little puppy dog, a little teeny thing, and a little 3.5-foot alligator was trying to eat it. The guy went in the pond. He was smoking a cigar. He got the dog free from the alligator and rescued the puppy, and didn't even lose a cigar. Over there, that's 75. You can see where construction vehicles are over there. They're paving. They're always paving it. Should be just about done. It looks like they're almost done, but like anything else, they're milking a job. See that a lot down here. Well, I guess anywhere really. If there isn't a gator in here somewhere, I'd be surprised. Question is, will I ever see it? I mean, because this is a good sized pond. I mean, the pond I was at down that way was not really small, but I think this one has got to be at least twice the size. Also looking for snakes, especially down here close to the water. You can get water snakes. Those are harmless. It's the cottonmouths that I'm afraid of. Not really afraid of, but I want to keep my distance. Wish there was somewhere down here where I could get down to the water line and start splashing around. That attracts them too. Alligators, that is. But with all that brush, I don't feel like having a snake bite. And there's even they're going to build houses. You can see all here. Eventually it's all going to be houses right here. Won't be able to come down here unless they build a path on the backside here. Which they could. I'd like to see them do it. I'm going to try something. actually, there's no way of me, there's no road down there, so if I gotta go down there, I'm gonna have to walk it. Anyway, went to church today, Sunday. I've been trying to do pretty good going to church, which I've been successful at the last few weeks anyway, so that's good. The priest told us at the end of Mass, he said during October, the entire diocese, which my diocese is the Diocese of St. Petersburg, it's basically all of Pinellas and most if not all of Hillsborough County. That's all in my diocese. And back in October, they had to take attendance at Mass to report to the diocese, the bishop and everything. And this was the first time they did the attendance since reopening after COVID. And from this time last year, of course, last year would be before COVID hit, attendance is down 40 to 60% throughout the diocese. And in the entire diocese, there's only one church that's increased attendance. And guess what church that is? It's a church that I go to. So, we got a faithful bunch here, which is good. It says a lot for a priest too. I've been he's got a lot of his sermons on the YouTube, and I've been listening to them, the ones that I either missed. Well, of course, he's not always the one that says Mass at my 7:30 Mass, but so I haven't heard all of his sermons, but I've been listening to the ones that I haven't heard, and they're really good, man. I mean, he doesn't pull no punches, and which is what I like. And after I'm doing this, I'm gonna have to take my dog for a walk because he was itching to go out earlier. I just went to get the mail and decided to take this little detour, see if I could find any alligators, which it doesn't look like I'm gonna do. I don't like this. I'm getting into thicker brush now. It's not as how you say, cleared out like it was over there. Gotta be more careful, especially wearing shorts. Well, some kind of vehicle's been driving through here. People look out for snakes and alligators. Snakes and gators. Oh, there you can see, maybe you can see smoke off that way. They've been burning brush today. I came home from church this morning, and I thought one of the houses over here, maybe even mine, was on fire, but because coming in here, it looked like the fire was off toward those houses there. Luckily it wasn't. It was just them burning the brush over there. '75, the racetrack. Idiot on a motorcycle. Yeah, it looks like if there's gators in here, they're hiding. Sadly, looks like I'm not going to find any. Yep, may as well head back. Sun's starting to set. And I don't want to be walking through here after sunset. Although I got quite a bit of time left. Sun doesn't set for another hour or so, so I'm good. There's a car over there that is, I think, looking up, checking up on me, seeing what I was doing over here. Didn't approach me or anything, but I don't care. I got a right to be here just as much as anybody else. It's not posted or anything, so there's no houses here. You can get, I think I mentioned this before, all the different snakes down here. I mean, I don't even know how many. I don't even know how many non-venomous snakes there are, but as far as the venomous ones, you got a few species of rattlesnakes. You got, of course, your water mocks, your coral snakes. I think that's about it. as far as the venomous ones. Anyway, the elections lawsuits are still going on. It's been a lot of interesting happenings that what's lawyer's name? I want to say Sidney Powell. I don't know if that's her name or not, but she was on, yeah, what's the channel I'm watching now? Newsmax. And she said the lawsuits they're going to file probably this week are going to be biblical. And they got evidence of everything. And if that's true, which I hope it is, that's going to be nice. Because I want these cocky Democrats to be to have their asses handed to them. I want them to go to jail. There's a lot of them that deserve to go, not just Democrats either, because this whole thing with the Dominion voting things, the Republicans have been using it too to steal their elections. And that's why you see a lot of these Republicans that want Trump to give up, because they don't want to get caught in their own crimes. This ain't just a Democrat thing. This is a swamp thing, and as we all know, you got Democrats and Republicans that are part of the swamp. You know, one of them that comes up is Pat Toomey, and I don't trust the leadership, quite honestly. I don't trust Mitch McConnell. I'm kind of leery about Lindsey Graham. He's, I don't know, he's kind of two-faced, I think. That's why we need to blow up this two-party system. We need to get what I like to call a Trump party. So we need to get a party that's going to go against the swamp, Democrats and Republicans. Right now, we just got to worry about getting Trump in there. And we also got to get the 2 Senate seats in Georgia. I'm not too crazy about either of the Republicans in Georgia, but they're light years better than the radical Democrats that they have running. So, yeah, we need to make sure we get the Georgia seats. And they need to get rid of that Dominion voting system before. They can't be using that crap in the election in January. Because that stuff is just ripe for fraud. I don't care if they have to hand count paper ballots. I don't care if it takes them a week to do it. I just want them to get it right, and I want them to cut the fraud out. And I don't know. You got to do something, because right now I don't have any faith in the elections. I'm sure a lot of you out there don't either. I even saw one Democrat on Twitter saying, basically she said, it doesn't matter if it's fraudulent, we just got to get the orange man out because orange man bad. I mean, that's scary to think like that. I don't even think, if Biden had really won this election, I wouldn't even want to overturn it just to stop the Democrats. I want our elections to be fair, and if people choose Biden, they choose Biden. But I don't think the people did. And I mean, there's plenty of evidence that nobody chose Biden. Well, I mean, some people have, but I don't know. I mean, there's no way that Biden got 10 million more votes than Trump when Trump got something like either 5 or 10 million more votes than he did in 2016. And he got more of the black vote. I mean, by a lot. I mean, it wasn't even close. He got the Hispanic vote. He got, I mean, he won in such a massive landslide. This is why the Democrats got caught, because Trump won in such a massive landslide that they had to cheat really bad in order to get Biden to win. And you know, I think they were already figuring him on winning, and so they, you know, they had whatever, they had a certain amount of votes planned out to get Biden over the top. But when Trump won in such a massive number, that's when they had to stop the count in the middle of the night to print up more ballots, or to basically the electronic version of stuffing the ballot boxes. So, I mean, that's why they got caught, because, and then they had, of course, when they did that, they had to kick out all the Republican poll watchers, which that right there, if you have a fair and square election, then you're not going to be afraid to have Republican poll watchers along with the Democrat poll watchers. But when you start kicking out Republican poll watchers, that just means you got nothing, that you're cheating and you don't want to get caught. And I mean, I can't believe what they did. I mean, this stuff that Sydney, the lawyer there, was saying, if they have actual evidence of this, which she says she does, then people are going to need to go to jail. Because, you know, you can't have this crap. You can't have compromised elections, because otherwise you become a third world dictatorship. And that's what's going to happen if they get Biden in there. I mean, because I saw a thing where even 40%, so it was a high number, it wasn't a majority, but it was like 40% of Democrats even know the election was rigged. I mean, they just don't care. I mean, because it was rigged for their guy. So, but I mean, you have Elizabeth Warren, a fake Indian, wannabe president, and Amy Klobuchar, the other wannabe president. Back in whenever it was, 2016 or 2018, even they were complaining about this Dominion software being a voter fraud scam. And of course now they're quiet about it. Bernie Sanders is another one. He was, according to Sydney, that he was cheated out of the 2016 primary because of it, and they actually presented evidence to Bernie, but what happened with him is they paid him off to keep his mouth shut. And that's what we're up against, because you know, both Democrats and Republicans have a vested interest in keeping this quiet so they can keep on stealing elections. And I don't care if you're going to steal an election, you belong in jail. And you know, I hope they have evidence, because it's like Sidney Powell was saying. She said the burden of proof on the fraud case is lower than a criminal case. It's preponderance of the evidence. But she said that the evidence that she has should be going into a criminal court, and she could prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And I just think that has the Democrats shaking in their boots, because a lot of these people are being awful quiet. All these celebrities and everything, you haven't heard from them, like Alyssa Milano. In fact, somebody got one of her tweets, Alyssa Milano's tweets from 2018, and she was complaining about the voting software being compromised by Russia, or you know, whoever she was worried about. But now she's really quiet about it. So, you know, all these people are shaking in their boots, especially the ones that are directly involved. The people from people that work at Dominion, they are they've removed all their profiles from like LinkedIn and from whatever social media they've been on. They've gone. They don't want any record of themselves on the internet. And of course everything is all archived, so anything incriminating they're gonna find. But who was it? I think Maduro was the one in Venezuela that's in there now. But the dictator that was in Venezuela before, he used the Dominion software to get himself elected perpetually. Can't think of his name. So, I mean, this is being used in communist countries like Venezuela and probably, I'd imagine, Cuba and China. I mean, I think the software comes from China, which Joe Biden's bought and paid for by China, so that doesn't surprise me. But this is big. This is going to bring down a lot of people. And it's going to be an interesting few weeks. You know, they got to prove their case in court, and hopefully we can get a court that'll give us a fair shake. And we don't think we'll get that until the Supreme Court, and hopefully they'll take up the case and you know, and do what they're supposed to do. The interesting thing is the circuit courts in all the battleground states. The Supreme Court justices have jurisdiction over all of them. Each justice has a certain jurisdiction in the federal appeals court. And all the conservative justices have been reassigned to like Michigan and Pennsylvania and Georgia and Wisconsin. So that's some good news there. So hopefully we can, and one of the things I was reading is the lower courts don't want to rule in favor of Trump because Trump is asking them to overturn the results of an election. And the lower court doesn't want to do that. They think that only the Supreme Court can do that, and they're probably right for doing that. But, so we'll see. I'm almost home now. So I'm going to go and see you in the next one. I'll say good night, good day, God bless you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.